The husband took the scheming woman to the aquarium to see the mermaid, but he didn't know the mermaid was actually his wife in disguise. At the moment he kissed the other woman, scales suddenly pierced through the woman's once smooth skin. Because she was originally a mermaid princess, and once betrayed by a human, she could no longer maintain her human form. 7 years ago she fell in love at first sight with her drowning husband. She used up 1,000 years of spiritual power to save his life. Back then he was desperate after his company went bankrupt. To help him get through the crisis, she turned her tears into pearls, and her scales into sapphires, to pay off his massive debt. The husband proposed to repay her kindness. They soon got married and had a child. For 7 years he was gentle and attentive. Their son was sweet and obedient. She always thought she was the happiest mermaid in the world, until today when she saw her husband sweetly dating another woman. The curse of the merfolk quickly took effect. As the scales appeared, the elders sensed the betrayal, and warned her to return to the sea immediately. Her brother was the violent crown prince of the merfolk. If he found out what happened, it could bring disaster upon the entire human world. Later she went to the restaurant, and was shocked to see the scheming woman look just like her. She remembered once finding a photo of that woman by accident. Only now did she realize she had always been just a stand-in. Though she had completely given up on her husband, she couldn't let go of her son. Her son had half merfolk blood since birth. He couldn't eat normal human food, so she had always been strict with his diet, but all it brought was his resentment. The son willingly went to live with the scheming woman and called her mom, because the woman indulged his every desire. To ensure her son could grow up healthy, she begged the elders for 7 more days to deal with everything she was still attached to, but the curse grew stronger each day, and she suffered unbearable pain as the scales pierced her skin. Meanwhile the husband was busy choosing a wedding dress for the other woman, and their son happily prepared to be the ring bearer. The scheming woman even sent a taunting video. Watching the happy family of 3 in the video, she couldn't tell whether it was heartbreak or the pain from the scales that hurt more. That night the husband brought the son home. The boy's face broke out in a severe allergic reaction and he fainted. The woman rushed to check on him. Realizing it was a food allergy, the husband quickly went to get medicine. While he was gone, she secretly used her own blood to heal their son. Mermaid blood has calming properties, so the boy soon recovered. The husband didn't notice anything unusual about her. Looking at his hypocritical face, she couldn't hold back any longer and accused him of being unworthy of fatherhood. The unconscious boy heard her scolding his father, and angrily pushed her away. He asked why she never let him eat what he liked, and said he'd rather have the scheming woman as his mom. Watching her son walk away in anger, she felt like her heart had been torn apart. She couldn't believe all her sacrifices meant nothing to him. Trying to comfort her, the husband pulled out a drawing of a diamond ring. Back then she had turned her scales into sapphires to help him pay his debts, but he couldn't bear to sell them, so he secretly kept one. 3 days later would be their wedding anniversary. He planned to turn the sapphire into a ring and put it on her finger himself. She was touched for a moment, and decided to give him one last chance for a proper goodbye. But the day before the anniversary, the scheming woman suddenly called, showing off the wedding dress the husband picked for her, and wearing the sapphire ring, saying she merely mentioned she liked it, and he gave it to her without hesitation. The call shattered the last bit of hope she had. After countless disappointments and lies, she decided to return to the sea that night. Before leaving, she called her son, wanting to reveal the truth about who she was, but before